Well, there I am, baby Nathan. And a pretty good looking baby too, if I don't say so myself. Oh, who's the man holding me? Sorry, I forgot to introduce you. This is Alan Burns. My grandpa grew up in South Africa his entire life. He was a bright, brilliant fellow who was fantastic with people. He could remember someone's face and name even if he hadn't seen them in 10 years. It was a gift. He knew this one guy from university, Richard Hammond, and they became terrific friends. Eventually, both of them got married and had families, but the two families would vacation together on the coast of Natal every summer, until things got bad. For you see, South Africa has had a very complicated and fragile political history, and suddenly the country that Alan once called home no longer became safe. So he moved his family to Canada, and Richard moved his from nearby Zimbabwe to Australia. My dad then, after living in South Africa until he was 12, started his new life in Canada, but he always had that taste of adventure in him. So, when he was 19, he and his friend Cam decided to take a world trip for a year. They said it was fantastic, and one of their stops in Australia was... My dad and Cam lived at Richard's house for a week and reunited with his daughter Tessa and her boyfriend John, and they had an absolute blast. My dad grew a lot on that trip, and he would tell me stories about it as a kid. He and my mom went on another world trip when they got married, and both of them raised and inspired me to be a traveler as well. Josiah and I both wanted to do a similar trip, and after years of saving up, we finally made it happen. Now, all that was left was to pick the places we wanted to go. Which brings us to today. Yeah, no, but everything works. Okay, this is John. John has been the kind fella who has let us stay at this beautiful house over here the past couple of days. We've had a fantastic time. Cammy, come here.
You don't get this, man.
What? We don't want to get this?
It's kind of testing.
Oh.
It's been bloody awesome.
Oh, language.
Cameron.
Hey, my bad.
There you go.
Eva! We're on a wheelchair right now.
Who's gonna carry the boat?
In case you guys didn't know, Tom is a really, really good kayaker. He's trying to go for the Brisbane Olympics in, was it 34, 32?
32.
Hey Jonathan, how you doing? Just a quick hi to let you know the boys are having an absolute ball. Nice to see them yesterday, and they're all outside just having fun.
Come on, Cammy! Ah! There is something special about being young. You don't worry. Maybe you're naive, but maybe you're just more free. You play, you laugh, you smile in a way where you don't give a care in the world who is watching. But you can't stay physically young forever. Life is short and time has a funny way of always slipping through our fingers, no matter how hard we try to catch it. Who knew that all of this could happen because of the great friendship of Alan Burns and Richard Hammond? Just two friends from university, and now, some 60 years later, each other's families are meeting one another from across the world. See, this is why you've got to get out. This is why you've got to travel. You never know what stories you'll make. You never know who you might meet.
See you boys, I'll see you on the vlog, eh? Yeah!